orders. You've probably heard about them, know what they are, or even used them before, but in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the absolute best situations to use them in, and the best way to use them to actually make profit. All of that and more right after a word from today's sponsor, which is SkinPlace. SkinPlace is a platform where you can sell skins instantly and easily withdraw your money. All you need to do is log in with Steam, select the skins you want to sell, enter your withdrawal method, PayPal, cryptocurrency, and even more are available. And don't forget to use my promo code DNB to get a bonus on your first sale. The whole thing took me about 4 minutes to sell my skins, so it's actually really fast and reliable. SkinPlace is also having a New Year's event right now, so come in daily, collect points, and exchange them for gifts. And of course, try your luck in the giveaway for the M9 Fade worth $2,000. Don't forget to use my code DNB and good luck. Follow the link to SkinPlace in the description and the pinned comment below. I'm sure a lot of you have used or at least heard about buy orders, but I doubt that all of you are actually using them effectively to make profit. Now, buy orders are actually a super simple concept. For example, right now we are on the CS Float homepage, and if I wanted a flip knife Doppler, for example, and I look at the latest sales, and I don't want to pay like $4.80 for one of these knives, what I can do is actually create a buy order. Although before we get into that, I want to talk about these buy orders. So the buy orders on the left hand side of the screen is just the orders that other people have placed, and it goes from most expensive to least expensive. And what this means is that if one of these knives, a flip knife Doppler in phase 1 for $457.75 or lower, this person will automatically buy it. That's what a buy order does. It's basically just a order for an item for a certain price or lower. So if someone wanted to instantly sell their flip knife Doppler, all they would have to do is look at the buy orders and sell it for either this exact amount or less than this amount, and their knife would instantly sell to this person. And the reason this is helpful is because if you have a budget, then you can basically just let other people know, hey, I'm willing to buy one of these knives at $457.75. I won't go any higher, and if you want to sell your knife to me, you can do it right now instantly. And buy orders are a super helpful way to actually snipe skins, especially if you don't have much time. So getting into actually creating one, all you have to do is click here on create, and then you can either make a simple or an advanced buy order. So for a lot of skins that are a little bit less expensive, it's okay to use a simple buy order. All you have to do is put in the name of the skin. For this one, we are going to just stick with the flip knife Doppler, and we're going to be putting our maximum price per item. Now what this means is basically how much money we're willing to spend on one flip knife Doppler. Now the pricing of your buy order is very important because as you can see here, there are a ton of different buy orders for this item, and the priority always goes to the highest buy order. So if someone puts a flip knife Doppler on the market for $430, that will go to this buy order. It won't go to this one. So the best thing to do would actually be to go a little bit higher in price than the highest buy order. If you want to be slimy, you can do something like $4.52.50. What I would do is actually go a little bit higher than that. I would go like $1 over the most previous buy order just to make sure that you actually get the skin that you are looking for. But of course, if you don't want to and you have a budget, you can always just put in whichever price you want. Now moving on to advanced buy orders, this looks super confusing at first, but it is really not. So all you have to do is input the item that you want. If you're looking for a specific float value, what you can do is actually set the float that you want. So it's super easy if you just want it to be less than a certain float. So right here, as you can see, it says float value less than 0.07. So this right here is super simple. Basically, whenever someone puts a flip knife Doppler phase 1 that has a float that is less than 0.07, that will actually fulfill your buy order. Also right here, you can select if you want it to be stat tracker or not, basically just a true or false. But if you're looking for a specific float, what you can do here is set your float more than or equal to a certain amount. So we will do 0.03 for example, and now our parameters are more than or equal to 0.03 on the float value and less than 0.07. So skins will only fulfill your buy order if they're between these two floats. And you can also change the options on your parameters to less than or equal to, more than or equal to, and I honestly would be lying if I told you I knew what this meant, but I've done a lot of buy orders in the past, so this probably is not very important. I just would recommend probably not using it unless you know what it means. So the best situation situation to actually use a buy order is if you want a skin that is going for a high price at the moment, but it doesn't normally go for that much. And here's an example. If you wanted to buy an M9 Rust coat in Battlescarred, but the only listing on the market is for 613, and you look at the latest sales and it normally sells for around 540 or 550, and you really just wanted this knife for the average cost, so just about 550, what you could do is place a buy order for it. And this is one of the best situations to actually place a buy order, because obviously we're not going to be buying this skin. The lowest that you can bargain on it is still like $13 more than it normally sells. So if we wanted this item, what we would do is take note of one of the latest sales. We don't want to pay more than we have to. As we can see right here, this one sold for 550, but these two sold for 540. So what I would suggest to do is remember this latest sale right here, this 539.88, and just make a buy order for it. As we can see here, the most expensive buy order is 525, so we will have priority if we make a buy order for this amount. So what you want to do is just click on create, and honestly, the floats don't matter too much on the rust coats, at least in my experience with trading and flipping rust coats. Although if you did want a specific float, you always could do advanced, but for this example, we are just going to do simple. And we're honestly just going to put in 539. We're not going to do that extra 88-cent stuff because honestly, it's unnecessary. We're already outbidding the highest buy order by $14. So then all you would have to do is click on place buy order, and the next time that someone puts an M9 Rust coat on the market for $539 or less, you will automatically buy that skin, as long as you have enough balance on site. And that, in my opinion, is one of the best uses of buy orders, to basically just get a skin that you want for the price that you should be able to get it for. But of course, there's also another way to use buy orders, and that is basically just by spamming them. And what I mean by that is not actually to just go around and put buy orders for every single item, but to put buy orders on items that you think would be good to flip. And this is super helpful if you want to flip, but you don't have all the time in the world to sit on CS float. So for example, with these Queen Jaguars, you could click on them and see that the highest buy order is for 107. If we look at the latest sales, and this normally sells for more than 107, which it does, what you could do is place a buy order for 108, maybe get lucky and get one of these gloves for 108, and then go ahead and sell it for 120. And this goes with pretty much all skins that you think would be good flips. So for example, on this M4 Player 2, we can see that the highest buy order is 101, and if we look at the latest sales, it actually sells for less than that. So this skin would not be good to place a buy order on, especially if you're just wanting to place an order so that you can get the skin to flip it. This one would not be good because it does sell for 96, and there are two buy orders that are going to buy this skin before you can actually get it to make profit. So if you placed a buy order for $93.50, you would be the third one, making it to where you would most likely not get this skin anytime soon. Whereas these gloves, once again, would probably be a good item to place a buy order on, because as you can see here, they most regularly sell for about $90 to $95, and the most expensive buy order right now is about $88. So if you placed one for $88.25, you would be getting this item and you could potentially flip it. This would be a little bit of a more risky one because your profit margins are super small, but this is just an example. And those are the two best ways on how to use buy orders. I hope you learned something from this video and it was helpful to you, and if it was, definitely make sure to leave a like down below, because when you like this video because it was helpful to you, YouTube actually pushes it into the algorithm so that more people can see it and it can help more people. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to the end of the video. It really does mean the world to me. And let's do something new this time. Let's actually break the fourth wall. I'm gonna be running the outro in 3, 2, 1. By the way guys, we now have a Discord where I am doing a ton of giveaways. The most recent giveaway winner was actually just picked last week, and I will be doing a new giveaway next week, so if that is something that you are interested in, definitely make sure to join. The link will be down in the description below. It is also just a really cool place to hang out and talk with like-minded people, and also stay in the know about news relating to CS2, as I post most of the stuff that I make videos about in the Discord beforehand. Also, YouTube tells me that up to 90% of people watching this video right now are not subscribed. So if you just checked and you aren't, please make sure to hit that sub button and click the bell so that you never miss another upload. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. It really means the world to me, and I'll see you in the next one.